Hi guys, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Today I am going to be going through and doing my what's in my hospital bag for my second time going to the hospital for baby number 2. If you're new here, my name is Miranda. I have a 3-year-old little girl and I am currently 36 weeks pregnant with our second baby, a little boy, and he'll be here within these next few weeks hopefully. And so I have my hospital bag, mine, and then little man's, the bag that I'm taking for him, here next to me. And so I wanted to go through, give you guys kind of like a view into what I plan on taking with me, things that I remember from last time that I know will be helpful to have this go around, and yeah, all that good stuff. So if you are new, please subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. Like the video, and then also leave comments down below for future videos that you would like to see. And let's jump in and get everything going. The bag for little man, I have, and I'm really excited about this. So we got a new diaper bag because I've just been using a backpack for Eliana, my daughter, my 3-year-old. And so it's like a Vera Bradley backpack that I love. But the thing about a backpack is that unlike a diaper bag, it doesn't have all the compartments in it and everything like that diaper bags do. But I wanted a big diaper bag because obviously we're gonna have 2 kids now. And though Eliana doesn't need a whole lot, I still like to have extra change of clothes, extra underwear in case accidents happen, you know, snacks, things like that. And then obviously we'll need quite a bit of stuff for a little guy. We are still in quarantine right now though, so I don't know how often I'll actually be going outside. So we shall see. But this is the bag. I'm so excited about it. It is the Freshly Picked diaper bag. I think it's like their classic bag or something like that, but it's a backpack. I love diaper bag backpacks. I just think they are a lot easier, especially when you're toting around kids, all your stuff. It's so much easier and you don't have to worry about it falling off your shoulder all the time. And so I thought it was super cute. It's huge, you guys. Like, this bag is so massive. So I know I've got plenty of room to keep his stuff and Eliana's stuff. But right now it's just packed and set up for going to the hospital. If you guys would want to see like a review on the bag and kind of like my thoughts and opinions on it, definitely let me know. I would be very happy to do that. So starting off and what I'm pulling out of the bag, I've got what I'm kind of planning to be his coming home outfit depending on how big he is. I'm like looking at it and I've seen it a couple of times and I'm like, this is really tiny. I don't know if he's gonna wind up fitting into this, but we'll see. This was actually Eliana's, but was one of the first things that we bought for her before we even knew. I was like 8 weeks pregnant, 10 weeks pregnant. We hadn't even gone to the doctor yet, but we were so eager to buy baby stuff, so we bought some, and I thought it was a blue that could work for a girl too. But it's just a little onesie. It says, I've arrived. It is a 0 to 3 month size, but like I said, it just is, it looks so tiny to me that I'm like, I really don't know if he's gonna be able to wear it. So we'll see. I'm bringing a couple just in case. And then it's got little pants to go with it too. And these are just so cute. I can't get over how tiny they are. These I definitely don't know if will fit. But that is kind of my plan as far as his like coming home outfit goes. And then I've got some backups in here just in case. I found this cute little onesie at Target, Most Amazing Brother. This is a little bit bigger and this one's like a 0 to 3 month size too. Yeah, but it's a little bit bigger, so we'll see. I might grab a pair of pants and throw those in there for him to wear this as a backup in case the other one's too small. And then I've got a little Carter sleeper for him too. I am very obsessed with the like jungle theme, giraffes, lions, elephants. I just think it's so cute. So this is a newborn size, I believe, yes. So this is what I have packed from as far as clothes go. The hospital, I mean, every hospital is different, but I remember I'm delivering at the same hospital that I delivered at with Eliana. And I remember with them, they had like little t-shirts and things like that for them. But of course, if you're like me, I just like taking my own stuff, you know, like I want to dress him in cute little clothes and things like that. Do you need to take anything for the baby? I mean, not really, unless, you know, you just want to, which I do, so I am. And then I have a couple of hats packed in here to go with him, as well as some socks too. So I have this little hat. I figured it could go really well with the coming home outfit that I have planned. Backup one just in case, because it matches with the other little onesie that I have. I have a couple of pairs of just plain white socks in here for him, and then I have little mittens take as well. Eliana hated these things so much. I remember we put them on her and she just like ripped them off, and so I don't know if he's gonna be the same way. We'll see, but I do remember her scratching herself, and so I'm like, I'm taking them because I'm really hoping that we're... I have a few diapers packed in here. Gosh, guys, these are so tiny. Like, look at these itty bitty newborn diapers. They are so cute. I have Huggies diapers. That's what we used with Eliana. I love Huggies. I think they're amazing. They're soft. And these are the little snugglers ones, so they're like the sensitive ones, and she never had any issues or any problems with these whatsoever. I did sign up for, and we've gotten a couple of shipments of it so far. There's a diaper subscription company out there called Hello Bello. It was started by Kristen Bell and then her husband, I forget what his name is, but they started it together, and so it's kind of like the Honest Company where they have cute little prints on them and stuff like that, and so you get like 7 packs of diapers and then 4 packs of wipes, and the diaper prints are so cute and they're really affordable. It's like $65 a month for the subscription. I have them sitting over there. I need to organize them all, but I have a few newborn sizes of those, so we're gonna give them a try and see how they are. They're plant-based and like organic diapers, so we'll see how they go and how we like them. I know for us personally, Huggies are tried and true. They worked amazingly for Eliana, and it was really the only diaper we ever used when it came to her when she was little, and it's what they had in the hospital for us too. So I like them. I always have. I always will. And then I also have packed in the very bottom, so I have one of the Aiden and I swaddle blankets. This one was a set. Again, this was Eliana's. It was came with this one and then one that just had like a bunch of stars and stuff on it, and I can't seem to find those anywhere. I found the gray ones though. So they're soft, they're massive, and I love that they're very thin, they're very lightweight, especially since he's gonna be born in the summertime. I don't want any thick, like heavy blanket. And then I also have the Halo Sleep Sack. This again was Eliana's, but this was like the only thing that she was comfortable being swaddled in when it came to like swaddling her and whatnot. The nurses at the hospital do a really awesome job of swaddling them. They're fantastic at it. They do it every single day, so yeah, they know what they're doing. But the sleep sacks make it so simple. I love them. They're Velcro, so you just unvelcro it. It has its 2 little sides right there. It zips, so you just pull the zipper up, place them in there. Their arms go through, and then you do the Velcro. This one is a newborn size, and then they make bigger ones. Like I have a couple more, one that's like a 3 to 6 month one, and then one that's like a 0 to 3 month one. So she loved these things. They worked very well for us, and so I'm hoping that they will be the same for our little guy as well. Now I have a car seat cover thrown in here. This I got off of Amazon. It's one of those ones that can like double as a nursing cover too, but it's just a plain black and white stripe one, but the price on this was really great, you guys. Like I said, I got it off of Amazon and it was like $7.99 or $8.99, I think, and most of these kind of car seat covers are like at least 20 bucks. So when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I am going to snag it. So I'll put links to things that I can find down in the description bar in case you guys are interested in getting them for yourself or want to look into them for yourself. But I was like, for $8.99, that's not bad. And this is more so just to keep the sun off of him and stuff like that when we're leaving. I believe that is it for our bag for him. With the baby, you really don't need all that much. I think one of the last things I'm probably gonna wind up throwing in here is I am making him a blanket. So I'm gonna be making his blanket that I plan on bringing home with from the hospital. I have the fabric ordered, but it has not come in yet. I ordered it on Joann's and they are doing like curbside pickup orders right now, and I ordered it over a week ago and I have not heard anything, so I emailed them yesterday and was like, hey, I'm just curious what's going on with the order right now. So I'm waiting to hear back from them still. If not, I've got a couple of blankets that like I saw at Target that I like that are really sweet, that could be his like coming home blankets. I just wanted to make it and make it a little more personal. And then I'm making like one of those little like lovey blankets for him too. So I want to throw those in the bag, but I gotta get them sewn up first. So once I get them sewed, then I can throw them in the bag. But for the baby, you really don't need a ton of stuff. Like if this is your first time going to the hospital, again, I'm delivering in Texas, so I just know kind of how my hospital works and is structured. But they had everything, really, even for me and for the baby. They had the diapers, they had wipes, they had your nose sucker. I need to throw, well, no, I really don't actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I was gonna say I wanna throw our nose Frida in there, but we'll be fine. I'm not expecting to stay in the hospital for a super long time this go round because of everything going on with the coronavirus. I know that the hospital stay times have been a lot shorter, and so I don't expect to be in there for more than like a day or two. God forbid, knock on wood. I'm hoping as long as everything goes smoothly, which it will, then I think we'll be fine and we'll probably be home within a day or two. So he's not gonna need a whole lot. My bag, I'm like looking at it, it's bulging out and I still need to throw stuff in there for Caleb. But I've kind of gone and packed quite a bit more stuff for myself, simply because I will say my recovery with Eliana and like my time in the hospital with Eliana, I was miserable and I felt gross and it was not good. And I think it had a lot to do with just like my mental state that I was in, just not feeling good. I had to get a lot of the, I got an epidural with her and it had started wearing off like closer to when I was pushing. So they like made me push the button a whole bunch of times to administer it. But because of that, it held on. Like I still had the epidural in my system quite a while after she was born. So I wasn't able to get up and like go to the bathroom or anything like that. So it was a little odd. So I'm hoping recovery time this time will be a lot better. And I've got, things in here that I just feel like are gonna make me feel better, make me feel more comfortable, and just more like myself. I have my heating pad thrown in here because like I had stated in one of my pregnancy updates, this go round, I really am hoping to do it on my own without an epidural. I don't want to get one this time. I really did not feel contractions, just seeing if it would feel good. One of the biggest things that I've seen that has been recommended for trying to have a natural labor is just trying a lot of different methods and seeing what works for you and doing it until it doesn't work anymore and trying to do something different then. And then also for recovery afterwards, because even after you are done delivering your baby, your contractions do not stop. Because your uterus is shrinking back down to its original size, so you're still having contractions. And they aren't bad, like mine weren't terrible whatsoever. They kind of felt like the early labor contractions where they're uncomfortable, but they're not terrible. But it's just nice to have the heating pad to, feel a little more comfortable. I might wind up not needing it, but I might, we'll see. So I've got that to bring with me. I do have 2 towels thrown in here. These are just like some of our really old towels that are kind of more like dingy, so they get messed up and stuff like that, or like just gross from being in the hospital. I don't care, and I would throw them away, honestly. But I have one for me, one for Caleb. Does the hospital provide you with towels? Yes, they do, but they're not like the greatest towels in the world. So they're big, they cover, like, they're not these tiny itty bitty scratchy towels. They're still good towels, but they're just ones that like if they get messed up, I don't really care. Not like all of our white towels that I have. Now, one thing that I did differently this go around than I did with Eliana is I actually wanted my own hospital gown. And that might sound kind of silly to some people because you're like, why would you want a hospital gown? So there's a company out there called Baby Be Mine, and they make hospital gowns and nursing gowns, pajama sets, and things like that for labor and delivery. And one of the cool things is they actually came out with a hybrid gown where it is more of a nightgown than a hospital gown. My parents bought this for me as a gift, and so it's a set. It comes with the gown and then the robe, but this is the pattern that I got. I felt like all the blue was cute, especially for little man, and then it's got all the floral print on it for summertime, but it does undo up at the top. It has a couple of buttons up at the top to undo for nursing, and then on the back of it, it has snaps and buttons all the way down, just like your hospital gown would have if you were using a hospital gown from the hospital itself. So it buttons completely all the way down. but it's structured and styled more like just a regular nursing gown. And so it even has like, right underneath the bust line, there's like a little drawstring to tighten it just to make it a little more flattering. But I just think it's nice because like honestly guys, I stayed in the hospital gown from the hospital my entire recovery time with Eliana, and like I said, I just felt really gross. And that was my fault completely. It was nobody else's fault but mine, because I was exhausted, I was tired, I didn't want to change into anything. But I feel like even if I stayed in this the entire time, it's cute, I'm gonna feel comfortable, it's extremely soft, and I just know I'll feel a little more presentable. Like, not that they're gonna be allowing guests to come through or anything this time around, but just for myself even, and sitting there and like taking pictures with him and just being with Caleb, like just feeling more presentable and feeling a little better about myself, I think is gonna help a whole lot with my recovery this go around compared to how I was with Eliana. And then it does come with a matching robe as well that is the same print as the hospital gown. And they have so many different prints for boys, for girls. You can even get matching like little gowns for the baby, for like cute pictures to take, or like I think they even have sibling like sets, like where you could get a set for the older sibling and then the baby. So it's super cute, really nice stuff. It's very soft, it's well made. And the thing is that I can use it in the hospital, but then I can bring it home and still use it as a nursing gown for him here at the house. So I don't feel like it was like a big waste of money. I'm not only gonna use it just one time and then be done with it, you know? I do have a couple of other like nightgowns and PJ sets in here too. I just want to have options. I might, like I said, wind up staying in that gown like the entire time that I'm there. But if I want to change and I want to feel more comfortable, then I have these two. I cannot say enough good things about the Stars Above line at Target when it comes to loungewear and pajamas. You guys, there are no softer pajamas in the entire world. Like, these things are amazing. So I'm bringing this nightgown with me. It's not a nursing gown, but it's gonna be really easy for nursing. So I know that I'm not gonna have an issue or a challenge with it whatsoever, but this is what it looks like. It's very flattering. It's so pretty. I've been wearing it even now because it's just so comfortable. But I'm at the point where I'm like, all right, it's gotta go in the hospital bag and stay in the hospital bag. You can't keep wearing it. So I've washed it a couple of times and it's held up very well. It has like lace detailing on it up towards the top, and then it does come with like padding built in here too. But it's just, you know, like a little camisole type with the spaghetti straps, and so I can just pull it down, nurse him, we're good to go. So it's very nursing friendly, but it's just one of those ones where I'm not gonna feel gross, I'm not gonna feel all nasty. I can feel a little cute and a little better about myself and be so comfortable at the exact same time. So I love it. I actually want to get another one in black, because this one, I will say, it's like a blush color, but it's a little more see-through. So I want to get a black one as well, just to not have a see-through one for the hospital. And then I have a pajama set too, which again, I've worn a few times and it's been stuck in my hospital bag now because that's where it's remaining until we come home. But I love it. It's a little button up top with short sleeves. Again, nursing friendly. I can just undo probably just the top button, nurse hem, button back up, we're good to go. And then it comes with shorts that match it as well. I got a size medium in both the nightgown and then in the pajama set that I have too, because I know I'm not gonna be immediately back to my pre-pregnancy size. I would normally get a small in most things, but even at a medium, I'll still be fine. But they're so cute, they're so comfortable, and I am so excited to be able to have nice, cute, comfy PJs to take with me to the hospital this time to feel a whole lot better in, and then not just stay in a nasty hospital gown the entire time. I brought, and I'm probably not even gonna wind up wearing these, but I have a pair of PJ pants in here just in case I want to slip a pair of pants on. You've got a lot going on down there after you deliver, and with like the ice packs and the pads and everything like that, you don't always want to wear, at least me personally, I know I don't want to always just wear nightgowns, and especially like if I'm up and walking around, I just like having more security of having like pants on instead of just a nightgown with nothing underneath. So I'm bringing them just in case, but I honestly don't think I'm going to wind up needing them. I have a few nursing bras in here. I have like 3 of them, I think. No, I brought 4. So I have 4 nursing bras packed in here, just all different kinds. These are more of like sleeper nursing bras. I had these with Eliana. They're very comfortable. They don't have any wire or any padding in them. I'm pretty sure these are just from Target, but they are, they're soft. They did me very well when I had Eliana. I have this one, and then I have a blue one too, and these are more for like sleeping in, I would say, than really for like going out. These I'm excited to try and use this time. I purchased them off of Amazon and heard about them through Hillary Alex, who's a YouTuber on here. She just had a baby, I think like 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. And so she swears by these nursing bras, says they're super comfortable, they work really well, and I believe it. They definitely look like they do. So these ones do have padding in them, but no wire in them. And they're very soft. They feel like they're gonna be super comfy. And they're just your regular nursing bra where, you know, it snaps down up here at the top, and then you snap it back up when you're done. So I have this possibly for coming home in, or I brought this one, which is more like a traditional bra where it has the wire, it has your padding, and then it's still the nursing bra though, where you pop it up and slip it down and stuff like that. So I've got this one, and this will probably be more so the bra that I use for coming home in, more than likely. And then I have in here a few pairs of underwear. For underwear, I definitely will say it's not the time to break out all of your cute undies, that's for sure. You want to make sure that you have something that is going to give you a little more security, and that's going to cover you, especially with all the pads and stuff that they throw in. So these are just from Target. Again, I got these off of watching Hillary Alex and seeing some of her stuff, but these are just some Hanes underwear. They are high-waisted. One of the things I can say is I think high-waisted underwear is a better way to go when it comes to underwear for postpartum, simply because I feel like they give you a little more security. But not only that, if God forbid you had to have a C-section, the incision line that they make is right where a traditional pair of underwear would hit, and so you're gonna have that incision right there. So to me, it's always better to be safe than sorry and get like high-rise underwear to make sure that they're gonna come up above that line that they would have to cut in, and just to make you more comfortable. But I feel like these are gonna hold up really well. They stretch very nicely. I'm gonna get, I think, one more pack, because I got these in a small, and I think I should have gotten a medium instead. So I think I wanna get one more pack in a medium size. But I also have other underwear that's from when I was postpartum with Eliana that I can use too. I just wanted some new ones, because the other ones I have are old and kind of getting a little worn down, to say the least. One of the things I am doing this go round, I did not do with Eliana, but it's one of the #1 tips I hear from like every mom on YouTube, especially for their second baby. It's kind of like you learn from the first one, is that they are using disposable underwear. So yes, the lovely adult diapers, which are so attractive to think of. What better way to bond with your child, right, than to be in the same position they're in. But let's be honest, you are bleeding a lot down there when you, after you deliver. And especially like if you tear or anything like that. I had a second-degree tear with Eliana. I'm hoping I don't have one this go around, but if I do, I mean, you bleed even more so down there. And so they throw a lot of stuff when you've got the mesh underwear on, the big old pads they put in, and then ice packs and things like that too. It just, you feel so gross, because it doesn't, like those mesh underwear aren't sized specifically for you. They're a one-size-fits-all type of thing, so they stretch, but you constantly feel like, I remember when I would get up to go to the bathroom, I always felt like they were gonna slip right off, because you're just so weighed down down there with, again, pads, ice packs, everything that is put in. And so the #1 tip I have heard and that I have seen is using the adult diapers instead, using the disposable underwear, because it's already a pad built into there. You can throw the ice pack in there, and there's more security, and you you don't feel like everything's about to fall out and hit the floor, which it definitely does feel like that when you're wearing the disposable underwear. But when you're wearing the mesh panties from the hospital. The mesh panties are there though, they're comfortable, they work. But like I said, I just know for me personally, every time I got up to go to the bathroom, I literally felt like everything was slipping right away. So I'm bringing quite a few pairs of these. I bought one pack of them. I bought a pack of 12. I got the extras in my little postpartum basket in my bathroom. And then I brought about like 6 of these with me just in case. Don't know if I'm gonna wind up needing them all, but I'm somebody who I want to make sure that I am just keeping everything clean so that nothing winds up happening that doesn't need to. So I'm bringing quite a few with me so that I can make sure I can change them out whenever I want to. Now I have my toiletry bag as well, where I've got everything thrown in here for myself, for Caleb. We honestly just wind up sharing most of our stuff when it comes to like shampoos and all that good stuff for like traveling. So I went ahead and bought, for whatever reason, we had travel size toothpaste, but we didn't have like the packs, like the toothbrushes that go with them. So I just bought a couple of toothbrushes, and then I have our travel size toothpaste thrown in here too, just so I don't have to worry about it or think about throwing our toothbrushes and toothpaste in here. I have a pack of travel size makeup remover wipes. I'm planning on bringing my makeup to the hospital with me, mainly for leaving, not necessarily for being there. I thought about, I want to have my makeup done when I'm actually in labor, but I'm like, I don't really think I'm gonna care this go round, especially if I wind up not getting the epidural like I'm hoping to. I think that's gonna be the last thing on my priority list. But I'm bringing them just because I know I might need them. I'm bringing travel size of my face lotion. I like to use Cetaphil. I've used it for years now. It works very well, and the thing that's nice about this is that if I wind up showering at the hospital, this is really like a body and face lotion. So I know I can use it for moisturizer for my face, but then moisturizer for my body too. So we will be a-okay there. I was going to get a travel size face wash, but every time I go to order it, it's like the exact same price as buying a full-size face wash of the one that I use. So I'm just planning on throwing our face wash in the toiletry bag once I know that labor is actually happening. I have a list of like last minute things to be thrown in the bag before we go, and I went ahead and put that on there because I am not paying the same price for this travel size that's like pretty much the same size as this compared to a full bottle of face wash. It's not happening, just not doing it. So I'm gonna throw that in there. I did go ahead and buy travel size shampoo and conditioner for showering at the hospital if we wind up doing that. And then I also have travel size body wash for us too. I went ahead and packed a couple of pairs of nursing pads. I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna need these. Your milk really doesn't come in until a few days after you deliver. I don't remember when mine came in with Eliana. I wanna say maybe it was 3 or 4 days after she was born, something like that. Maybe a week. I honestly don't remember. But I know it wasn't right away. So you're not necessarily leaking right away, but I've heard your milk comes in faster with your second baby. So we'll see. They're there just in case I need them. And if I don't, I don't. And then I am bringing the Medela lanolin nipple cream because they are definitely very sore after all of the nursing, especially when the baby is adjusting, trying to figure it out, and possibly even cluster feeding. So it just helps, and it's safe for me, safe for the baby. Works out great. This is something that I'm trying out this go round that I'm gonna see if it helps. So one thing that the hospital more than likely will give you, I know mine did, I just didn't know what they were for. Like, I'll be very honest with you guys. When it came to my postpartum with Eliana, they had like this array of different products sitting out in the bathroom for me, like Dermaplast, the witch hazel pads, and then a couple of other things. I never touched any of them. I brought them all home with me because the hospital, like the nurse that I had, she threw them all in my bag along with extra pads and ice packs and stuff like that. But I never used any of it at all other than the ice packs. That was the only thing I used for my recovery when it came to Eliana. So this time around, I'm wanting to try out a couple of more things just to see if they help, because I know, especially because I tore, that I was extremely sore down there. And once I got home, Of course, I had prescriptions for like Motrin and, you know, pain management and stuff like that, but I'm not the kind of person to take pills. I just don't. Like my mom gets so mad at me, so does my Caleb, but I just don't like taking medication. I don't. I have a very hard time taking pills. Like trying to take my prenatal vitamins and my iron at night before I go to bed is the worst thing in the entire world. I dread it every single night. And the iron pills are like itty bitty teeny tiny, and I still dread taking them. Same thing with taking Tylenol or really just anything. I just don't like taking medicine. And so when I got home, all the medicine that they pretty much make you take when you're in the hospital, at least my nurse did, she would come in, you know, they came in every so often. They were like, here are your pills, and they have to document everything. But I just stopped when I got home, and the pain like set in and hit, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay. I felt pretty good in the hospital compared to what I'm feeling right now, like sitting down hurt and just everything. So one thing that Freedom Mom has come out with is this really awesome line for a lot of postpartum stuff for moms. And so I grabbed off of some of the things that I saw, the perineal cooling pad liners. I think that this is awesome because I know for me, I probably like overused ice packs when it came to my delivery with Eliana, but it just felt, it was the only thing that made me feel good. I was just in so much pain down there from the stitches and everything, and I know the ice packs, they just made me feel a million times better. So I'm hoping that these, I'm guessing they work pretty much the same as like the witch hazel pads that they give you in the hospital. But I'm gonna see how these work and how I like them, and hopefully they'll give a little extra pain relief for down there after delivering. So really the only thing I need to throw in here is our face wash and then deodorant. I didn't wanna buy travel size deodorant either. You would think that like you need everything so packed and prepared for going to the hospital, like because you're going to be immediately going as soon as you feel contractions, and that's not the case. If this is your second time, you know that. If it's your first time, I'm telling you now, you're going to be in labor at your house for a while. So you have plenty of time to throw a bunch of last minute stuff into your bag. So I'm not really worried about, you know, still having to pack a few things, because honestly, like I'm going to have the time for it. And I, this go around, want to spend as much time at home as I possibly can before actually going to the hospital. So I know I'm going to have the time to throw everything in, and we're going to be a-okay. Because I still too need to throw in here a going home outfit, which I'm really not too like concerned or worried about. I threw for right now, because I have it, just a nursing tank in here, and I figured I could have this like even just to wear with the PJ pants if I wanted to hang out and look a little more presentable. Like I said, just for myself, not like anybody can visit us right now when we're in the hospital. But I threw those in there, and I really think that I'm going to either wear like a dress like what I've got on right now, either that, or I have some like workout type shorts. And I'm probably just gonna wind up throwing those in there and wearing a t-shirt with them and calling it a day. I did pack, oh, I forgot to throw this in my toiletry bag. So I'm bringing a loofah too for showering at the hospital. It was cheap off of Target. I'm gonna probably wind up either throwing it away or something like that when we get back after using it. And then I need to throw my hairbrush. I bought a little travel size hairbrush to go one of the little mini wet brushes. I just need to throw it in there. Eliana's been playing with it, and so I need to take it and throw it in the bag. So I also grabbed a pair of just cheap like flip-flops from Target. They were like $5.99 or $4.99. I want to grab a pair for Caleb too, because again, this is something where like with everything going on, I don't really know if I'm gonna wind up keeping them or throwing them away, but these I plan on wearing just the entire time that I'm in the hospital. Really, I'm not a slippers person. It's just not my thing. Obviously, I don't want to be barefoot, but I'm not a socks or slippers person. I just don't like things on my feet or like encompassing my feet. I'm really not big on tennies or socks or anything of that nature, so I'd rather just have flip-flops. So I have these to wear while I'm at the hospital, and then for coming home, and like I said, if I don't wind up wanting to keep them, they really weren't that expensive, I can chunk them, and that's what I want to do. Getting a pair for Caleb too is just getting him a pair to be able to chunk and when he comes back. So that's all I plan on taking as far as shoes go to the hospital, because with what I plan on wearing coming home, it's totally fine, and it's summertime and it's blazing hot here in Texas, so flip-flops are a-okay. I did pack a couple of pairs. The hospital will give you gripper socks, and I think for the most part when you're walking around they want you wearing them. But I went ahead and packed a couple of pairs of my own that I have. These I got for Christmas. They're just from Old Navy, but they've got little grippers on the bottom. I've got a couple of different prints. They're cute, and if I wind up, like those socks, at least for me, they made me wear them, at least with Eliana the last time, like the entire time that I was there, basically, and they felt just so gross and nasty after a while that it's nice to have a couple of pairs to like change into instead of just keeping one pair on the entire time. And then the last thing that I have in my bag for ourselves is a blanket. This I'm thinking is going to be more so for Caleb than anything else. If I remember correctly, they give them stuff for the dads at the hospital, like sheets and stuff like that to throw on the little pull-out bed things they have for them there. But I'm bringing it just in case he needs one, and then if I wind up wanting it for myself because I'm a little extra cold, then I have one for myself too. But that is pretty much it as far as what's going to the hospital with us. Like I said, I do have a last minute list of things to throw in there. I'm planning on bringing my iPad for just watching TV or shows or things like that. When recovery time rolls around, more so than anything else. I plan on, I need to throw in the last minute toiletry items, phone charger, and then snacks. That's one thing that I do need to get and throw in here. I want to get a couple of like protein bars that I know Caleb likes, that I know I like, to just throw in here to munch on for afterwards, because getting in and out of a room, minimal amount of exposure to people as possible right now is the goal. And so the less we have to get out of the room for going to a vending machine to go get snacks, I might throw a couple of water bottles in here too. But minimal amount that we have to get out of the room is what I want to be doing. So I'm going to throw some snacks in here, some waters, and then I think we will be good to go. The last thing that I have sitting over here, and I can put it in our bag, but it is a little name sign for him. I don't have his name written on here right now. His name is really only something we've shared so far with like our immediate family, and then a couple of my coworkers know who have asked me. But I kind of think that it's cool. Like, we've kept it a little more of a secret this time. Eliana, I like broadcasted her name everywhere after she was born, and this go around we've just kept it a little more private. And I think it's cool, and I'm excited to be able to announce his name that when he's born, along with announcing him coming into the world, of course. So this was something that one of Caleb's aunts actually got for us, like right after I found out that I was pregnant, and I just love it. I think it's super sweet. It has a place to put their name, weight, height, the date they were born, the time they were born, stuff like that. So I just thought bringing this would be super cute to get it written on, and then to throw in his little, the bassinet that they have there for some cute pictures and stuff like that. So I have this to come with us as well. But that is pretty much it for what I plan on taking to the hospital for baby, myself. Like I said, I know from my experience the first time that I just didn't feel 100% like I wanted to, and so I'm hoping with what I'm bringing this time that I'm gonna feel better. I'm gonna get up, I wanna move around, and I just wanna feel good. You know, I just did not feel good when I had Eliana. Afterwards, I was excited, of course, that she was in the world, but like just me personally, I just wasn't 100% all where I wanted to be. So I'm hoping with what I've got this go around, from the knowledge that I have from the first time, that this time will be a different story. And I'm going in there with a better mindset for it all too. And I'm keeping things to, I mean, I'm an overpacker all the time anyways, but I still feel like this is not anything crazy. The hospital gives you a lot of stuff. So if you want to even pack less than this, you could, and you would be totally fine. This is just what I'm taking to try to make myself feel comfortable. But that's really it for what I plan on packing and taking with me to the hospital this go around. I hope that you guys got some tips and tricks off of it for things that you could pack for your hospital bag if you're going to be giving birth here soon. I wish you all the best of luck, send so many prayers and blessings your way for healthy, beautiful babies. And I hope that, like I said, this has helped with giving you some ideas of what you need to pack for yourself. If this is not your first rodeo, or even if it is and you found some cool things that you know are going to be really helpful for you in the hospital, definitely leave them in the comments below. I'm always open to suggestions, and I'm sure everybody else is here too. That's why you're watching these videos in the first place, to try to find things that are going to help you out and work for you when it comes to delivering your baby. Please subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and then leave comments down below for videos you want to to see suggestions on things to pack with you for your hospital bag, and then just other, general comments. But like I said, hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you later.